Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, this is a review video for CHRONOPIA here. I've been sent a demo pack. This is on the verge of being released on Kickstarter. Kickstarter date is the 29th of March, just a few days away. But I've been sent a demo pack here for this box. So this is going to be like a review, unboxing type video, see what the contents are. And the question is, have you heard of CHRONOPIA? I'll give you a bit of an idea of the background history to this. It's a game that came out a number of years ago, and they're seeking to bring this game back up to date and to get it re-released so that people can start playing it again. It's intriguing here. We'll take a look at the contents and talk a bit more about the world of CHRONOPIA. So I guess you've got the realm of Warhammer, and then you've got all the models and the background, the lore and the fluff and so on. Well, there is another similar kind of setup, and that's in the form of CHRONOPIA here. So this is a demo box. The final box will look, different contents will be finalised and so on. So for now, you've got the Kickstarter. I'll put a link for that in the video description below. At this stage, if you're watching it before the 29th, it's just a notify me tab, so you can tap on that and then put your details in, and they'll let you know once the Kickstarter goes live, more information and details. There are details on the site already, and then there's like some intro videos explaining what's going on, some of the lore and background and history and so on. It does answer a few questions for me. I've seen some of this artwork years ago, and now I recognise it, and it must have been from this game. They're actually using some of the original artwork from when the game was first released. So, inside this box here, there's different levels that they talk about. You can play at different levels. So there is 4 parts to the game. You've got Skirmish, which is this size box here. And they're saying that to get into the game, you can just go in at Skirmish as like a low entry level. Then you can go up to Patrol fight size, which is 10 to 15 models. Then you can fight on army level, which is 30 to 40 models. And then they've also got Grand Army, which is the same kind of size as the old Warhammer Fantasy Battles. They also cater for solo mode as well, as available with the rules system. So they create scenarios for you. There's a lot of player involvement that you can create and form your own scenarios as well, so it's a very sort of narrative driven type game. But we'll get this opened up here. So inside here we've got tokens, rules and dice, and then models. So we will zoom in and take a look at the quality of some of these models here. So we'll just take these out for now. So I'm told these in the demo box have come in resin, but the final models will be using the new thermoplastic resin technology, which is sort of halfway between full injection molding and then resin casting. There is this new technology which falls in between, whereas now you can get like that plastic kit finish, but it's poured into a mold. It's the new technology using this CYO-cast technology. So that's how the final models will be finished. But we'll take these out here. You get 2 factions inside the box, a couple of dice. There's a card deck as well. We'll take a look at those. I want to get to the rules, just to give you an idea what CHRONOPIA is. There's another model there. It'll supply you with your bases. And you also get counters for the game as well. So a counter set just there, just punch those out. And then that's the reverse side of the counters just there. So, CHRONOPIA. I recognise some of this artwork. I've seen it before, years ago. Obviously some new artwork being used as well. So they've got a little introduction. I'll read out some of this. It is a taste of things to come. The book you're holding in your hands is the first demo product of International Erwek Verlag Studio, aiming to introduce you to the dark fantasy universe of CHRONOPIA. The game itself was introduced to the market by Target Games more than 20 years ago. Since then, the fog of oblivion has covered it until now. We're bringing it back so you can delve once more into this incredible world. It goes on to say, untold hours of work have been lavished on this project from our truly international design team of writers, sculptors, illustrators, layout guys and beta testers. You'll find here basic rules to play hero skirmish level games, that's the size box that you've got here, and a small story introducing Battle Royale and a complete map of the known world. Then it goes on to say the upcoming full colour rulebook for Chronopia contains rules for 5 factions, so Elven houses, Dwarven clans, Devout, Black Bloods, Empire and the Firstborns. We have many basic and elite units and individual characters such as spellcasters and greater demons. There are rules for 4 types of battle using hero skirmish rules in the demo pack, patrol fight level, around 20 miniatures, so we've talked about this already, army at battle level, about 50 models per side, and then Grand Army level where you can play with your whole collection, the more the better. For players who'd like to play on their own, you have prepared solo rules, and Chronopia is the only system that supports an odd number of players in a battle royale mode. So it's an alternate option to Warhammer, and it's a rule set that came out years ago, and they're seeking to get it back out onto the market again. So it's a Kickstarter project. Link for that in the video description below. I recognise this art. I've seen this artwork before, years ago, perhaps in model shops where I used to go in and get Games Workshop stuff. I've seen this artwork in places before. So you've got rules. Goes through all the rules just here. There's a summary of the rules at the back. I'll call that out just to give you an idea of what's going on. But it's fantasy skirmish basically here. I'm wondering how much the rules have changed since the original production, but no doubt they'll give you more details about that once the promotion gets going. Here's the units, and we'll take a look at the sculpts in just a moment. It's Devout, Lotus Guard, Great Swordsman followers, the Cursed, it's like chaos here basically. Scenarios, that's the full map that they're talking about. How to assemble the models that you get in this box. It's multi-part resin. The final models will be the thermoplastic resin technology. So you've got the phases of the turns. You've got initiative phase. Players roll for initiative. Activation phase. They take it in turns to activate units. I think this is individual unit movement and so on. Then you've got the fight phase. Players can make close combat attacks and clash fights and resolve the results. And then the end phase, remove tokens and reassign command points, move the AI, etc. So that's the way it works. Shooting attacks there. Quite simple, close combat. You've got command point structure here as well, and then you've got your tokens there to use in the game as well. So there it is. So that gives you a general review of or an idea of the rules. We'll take a look at these models. Yeah, some cards here. We'll take a look at these quick. It's nicely produced. Open this up. It's smaller and larger, or smaller and regular sized. Alright, so it's a summary of your units on the cards. So, Cursed, Elf Archer, Lotus Guard, Elf Spearman, Devout Swordsman follower, and a Devout follower just there. Nice. And then you got these little cards here as well. Elf Shield, a Devout Shield, an Elf Spear. This is your war gear basically. Nice. Elf two long swords, Devout two-handed battle axe, an Elf bow, an Elf dagger, a Devout two-handed sword, and then a Devout sword. So giving you an idea of damage and strength and so on, the way it works. So yeah, it's equipment cards just there. So quite straightforward. Like so. Card reference cards. I'm a big fan of these. 40k has stratagems, but to actually have nice and easy reference cards that you can lay out as you're playing your game, I do love that concept. So these are very, very useful. So you get those just there, and then we'll take a look at these models. So if you have any memories of Chronopia, do let us know in the comments section. I'd be interested to hear of anyone that's heard of this before, used to play it and so on. That would be great to hear that in the comment section. So I think this is one of the Devout Swordsmen here. Yeah, it is. So I've not built these here, so just get an idea of how they come on the resin mould. I'd imagine they're going to look different when they are released with the CYOcast technology. But we'll zoom in. The detail is very fine on these. So that's the main body just there. There's the cloak at the back, and then with that comes the other part. So arm and shield, just there. Helmet, and then arm and sword for that one. This is the Devout, like the Chaos Knights type units. I'll show all these ones first. There's another one of the Devout just here. So striding forwards of this one. There's the cape at the back. But they are highly detailed. And then shield, spiky shoulder pads, 1 and 2, helmet in between, and then sword again. That one. Another one just here. Again, striding forwards, there's detail on the cloak. There at the back, and then comes with this one. Alright, helmet and then double-handed sword with this one across here, like so. And then these are all elves. There's another one here. I think it's 4 models per side in this skirmish game. So there's that one. All the shoulder pads, the spikes already on this one here. And this one's the double-handed axe. You can see. And the helmet like so. Okay, so that's those 4. And then on to the elves. So very detailed on the chainmail effect on these. You can see that. And then with this one comes a shield, a spear, running across here. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Just need the arm with the shield and the arm with the spear. That's that one. Next one. Very intricate detail on the armour here on this one. Detail on the cloak at the back. Looks like he's running 2 daggers on this one here. Okay, Elven Dagger. Another one. Like so, and this is stretching upwards, and then it's the bow on this one. So it's the Elven Archer, and then the last one here, leaning forwards, plunging forwards, and he's equipped with the shield and 2 hands on the spear as well for this one. So that gives you an idea of the models that are included in this skirmish box set. So sculpting looks good, quite straightforward. Just clean them up and glue them together, and you've got yourself some models and intro box set, so you can get an idea of the game. But check out the link below for the Kickstarter for this one. If you've heard already of CHRONOPIA, either hearing about the new Kickstarter or you've got memories of this game from the past, I recognise the artwork, but never got into the game. But they're saying it's over 20 years ago. This game was available, and the idea is to bring it back, and they're using Kickstarter to do it. So if that's of interest, check out the link below, and they will notify you once the campaign gets going. So that's the review. Keep a lookout for more reviews on the channel. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.